Hello, hello. Can you hear me? I am so excited to be here. There is finally nothing like being in a room together after pandemic. Who's done with Zooms, right? I'm so excited. The energy, the human connection, being together with people. It is so empowering finally to be back. It was only a few years ago that my wife and I were in a much different place. Living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to get by with the daily stress of me and law enforcement. My wife is a school teacher, going from having 2 kids to 3. Financial stress, living paycheck to paycheck. And I think every single day we woke up and we just kind of went with the flow of life. And I'll never forget one time telling my wife, it's time for things to change. And I wanted to speak to her, so I sat down with her at the kitchen table, not when the kids were running around, but after they went to bed. And I just said, babe, we have to make the change we want to see. We have to make a difference in our life. We have to start having the vision for what we want our life to be every single day. And it was taking complete ownership and realizing we cannot control what happens to us every single day. We cannot control the pandemic. We cannot control gas prices, but we 100% control how we show up every single day. And once I realized that there's 86,400 seconds in a day and that my attitude determines my success every single day, everything will change. And it was having that vision and speaking it to life to my wife and visualizing myself achieve a better life before I was even there that everything started to change. We decided to fuel our faith and starve our fears. Because I remember when I used to wait for life to free me. I remember when I would wait for the circumstances of life to free me. I remember when I would say, when my kids will get older, it will be easier and it will free me. When we start to earn more income, it will free me. And I finally realized, David, they don't need to free you. You need to free yourself. If we always play victim mentality on earth every single day, we don't know when our last day on earth may be, and we may be held hostage by ourselves for the rest of our life. I went to the University at Albany in New York, and my freshman year, I was horseplaying around, wrestling with a bunch of guys in a dorm room, and I ended up banging my head up against a concrete wall, lying on the ground, half out of it, doing stupid things that an 18-year-old does. And I'll never forget, one of my friends at the time came up to me with a bag of ice, and he handed it to me, and at that moment, I met my best friend, David Brinkerhoff. We called him Brink. He helped me that freshman morning in the dorm, and we became the best of friends. We did everything together. We decided to room with each other our sophomore year in college. We then also joined the ambulance corps at the University at Albany because we were both EMTs. And normally, 3 people need to ride an ambulance together, and we took extra training so that just the 2 of us can ride together. And then we pledged a fraternity together, Sigma Alpha Mu. I started working at Macy's to pay my way through college, and Brink also wanted a job at Macy's as well to help him earn some income. So I got him a job at Macy's. We moved in together in the fraternity house our junior and senior year. We became the best of friends. We also both had goals and dreams of getting involved in law enforcement in New York. So we started taking all the police exams around the state of New York, every town, county, village, state test. And to no surprise, we scored a 1/10 of a point difference on the New York State Police, the state trooper exam. And in November 1998, we both got accepted to the New York State Police Academy and were sworn in state troopers in 1998. After graduation, I met my wife, he met his wife, and we were in each other's wedding parties. We remained that close. We then wanted to achieve bigger goals. We wanted to achieve bigger dreams, and we both had a vision of being on the New York State Police SWAT team. They're known as the Mobile Response Team, or the MRT. It's 6 months, sleep away, grueling training, considered one of the elite SWAT teams in the country that often trains with special forces in the military. And during the next couple of years, because tryouts only come out every couple of years, I got promoted. I got promoted to investigator, which is our state police detective division. And I got promoted, and I never had a chance to try out with Brink. But tryouts came, and Brink tried out, and he made it in 2006. 2006 was a very rough year for the state police. We had about 9 troopers that got shot that year. I remember sitting there talking to my dad, I grew up in Long Island, and I remember saying, like, when is this going to stop? Every day is another story of one of my fellow brothers and sisters going through a tragedy. And on April 24th, 2007, the state police got a call for somebody acting suspicious in a mini-mart gas station parking lot. So they sent a trooper to the mini-mart parking lot, Trooper Matt Gambozo, and he got out of the car, and as he's approaching this person acting suspicious, he pulls a handgun out and he shoots him right in the chest. Thank God his vest caught it that day, but this person, Travis Trim, fled the area, and a huge, massive manhunt search went on. I know the MRT, our SWAT team, got activated that night because they were looking for somebody that just shot another trooper. On the morning of April 25th, 2007, I'm at my desk, I'm working, and we get word that another trooper was shot. And I go outside, I dial the phone. Brink, it's Dave. I hear a trooper was shot. Call me back. I know you're there. I dial again. Brink, it's Dave. Call me back. I know a trooper was shot. And I hang up, and I walk back in my office, and I sit down, and off to my right, my partner gets a business call, and he says, David, there's a guy by the name of Adam on the phone for you. I'm like, Adam? I went to college with Adam. So I pick up the phone. I say, hey, Adam, what's going on? It's David. He goes, a trooper was shot. I go, yes, I hear a trooper was shot. I'm trying to get in touch with Brink. And he says, David. I go, what? He goes, it was Brink. April 25th, 2007, I lost my best friend. It was one of the hardest days of my life. I remember Paul grabbing me and driving up to the hospital, lights and sirens, and getting there and seeing Brink lying deceased on a table and me crying, Brink! It impacted me like I never thought anything can do. My friends, I share this story with you to say life doesn't always fire a warning shot. And there are people in this room right now who have goals, who have dreams, who want to make a bigger impact, and we're waiting for things to be more convenient, to be less busy, for gas prices to come down, for the pandemic to end. And I'm here to tell you, you may not be here tomorrow. Every single day, I look at it as a gift. Every single day is a blessing in my life. Every single day, I wake up and give 110% because I know that there are people that are looking to me just like I know there's people looking at you. That impacted me like I never thought possible. But I have learned in my life, I will never, ever let a situation or circumstance define my life. Because you know what I have? I have sweat equity. I've been working my whole life since I'm 12 years old, going after goals and dreams. You see, some people need things to be motivated. Some people need cars. Some people need homes. I just need life. I just need fresh air. Every single day, I have a wife that's counting on me. Every single day, I have 3 daughters that are counting on me. Every single day, I wake up because I know there's people counting on me, just like there's people counting on each and every one of you. You see, what business are we in? Some people will say, David, he's a motivational speaker. He's a state police retired captain. We're in the people's business. Don't ever underestimate the power that you can make by simply one conversation you have with somebody. Don't ever underestimate by you booking an event for a speaker at your company, the impact you can make, the legacy you can make every single day. Because you know why? There are people in this world that are wounded. And you can see their physical wounds. You can see people with crutches. I saw the gentleman in the back. You can physically see people that are wounded. But I'll tell you right now, there's people in this room who are wounded, and you can't see it. Don't ever underestimate by holding a door to the bathroom and smiling at somebody. Don't ever underestimate by one simple thank you the impact you can make in people's lives. Don't ever underestimate that, the power we have together as human beings, being together, how you can literally change the world one person at a time. I'm going to end with this. In the movie The Planet of the Apes, there's a part where Caesar is trying to get the apes to calm down. They're going wild. They're jumping up and down, and he kneels down, and he picks up one piece of straw, one silly piece of straw, and he takes it, and he breaks it. And then he goes down, and he picks up a handful of straw, and he takes it, and he braces it. And what he's saying is, alone, weak. And then the handful of straw, he braces it. He's saying, together, unstoppable. We can change the world. I'm here to end with, that's what you guys can do every single day as coming together. The impact you can make with the people, the speakers that you book, the conversations that you have, and not just in private, but also in public, being successful in the public eye, but also at home, being a great human being. But it ends with you and how you show up every single day. That's my time. Thank you.